The Felix Summer Podcast, dropping it right about now.
It's the Felix Summer Podcast show. And you know, sometimes I'm in the studio and other times I gotta be mobile. And today I'm mobile. I'm hanging out with my boy Jeisson. How you feel, man?
Excellent, man. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I'm very excited. I'm actually excited about talking with you. I've been talking with some of my friends about you, and they're like, oh my God, when I was a teenager, he was a DJ in Power 96. I'm like, I was not born and raised here, so I'm like, wow, like this is great.
Yeah, like my podcast revolves around a lot of DJs, producers, influencers, but there's also another part that's really important. That's your finances. Because if you don't know what to do with your money, then things are gonna start looking funny, okay? So this is really important for DJs, producers, entertainers to make sure that they have their finances in check. So one of the things that we're gonna talk about is money cans that you should be aware of and stocking your money away in. Because if you don't know how to put things in different compartments, when push comes to shove and it's time for emergency money, you might be stuck like Chuck. But tell me a little bit about, the insurance game and how that works.
Well, listen, it's the foundation of every financial plan. Like when they talk to me about insurance, I come from Colombia,
I love Colombia. Oh my God.
Yeah,
my wife won't let me go, but I love Colombia. Yeah.
I wonder why, right? but anyway, so yeah, I come from Colombia. We don't have that education, but why life insurance is the foundation of every financial planning. Yeah. Because the 6 cans that we're gonna talk about, we can do it. We shouldn't do it later, but we can do it later. Yeah. But when life insurance, once you, God forbid, something happened to you, is done, right? Yeah. You don't have that opportunity. So that's why I consider life insurance the foundation of every financial planning. Now, it's not in the way that we think, right? That life insurance is for an investment, right? It's not an investment. Whoever tells you that life insurance is an investment, they're trying to make a big chunk of commission. So try to run away from it.
Yeah, a lot of people are under the impression that if you're young, you don't have to worry about getting life insurance right away. So that's a myth that you can go ahead and try to break down. The other myth that a lot of people have, and they're under the impression of, if they're too old, then it's too late to get life insurance because they've got all these ailments, diabetes, heart conditions, whatever the case may be. And they're like, man, life insurance is gonna be through the roof, bro. I can't afford that. So let's talk a little bit and unwrap that and see what that looks like.
Yeah, so life insurance, the cost of life insurance is based in 2 things, your health and your age. So if we know that this commodity that we know that we need is gonna be much, much more expensive later on in the years, right? Why not to get it? Does it make sense to get it right now when it's the cheapest that you can get it?
Yeah, when we say get it right now, what age are we talking about?
I'm talking about as young as you can, like 18. When your children are 18, you should get them a life insurance policy.
And it should be pretty cost effective, right?
It's very cost effective. Yeah. And then it's not only that, like for example, if they're like 22, 23 years old and they don't have any responsibilities, but a lot of people would tell them, hey, the worst thing that can happen to you is that you pass away. But in reality, the worst thing that can happen to a young man or woman is that they get a terminal illness. God forbid, the doctor says that they have 6 months or less to live, right? Yeah. And they don't have, their medical bills are gonna skyrocket because we know that health insurance do not cover all the bills, and they're not gonna be able to work as much.
That's a serious thing, especially the foods that people eat these days. I mean, they're putting poisons in these foods. Cigarette companies are buying food companies. It's crazy.
Wonder why? I wonder why.
I'm gonna start growing my own food, bro. I'll be honest with you, man, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to stay healthy.
A lot of people are doing that. Yeah. My wife's friend, she moved to Tennessee and she's doing that. Yeah. That's a thing.
My brother's moving to Panama. He's like, forget this. I'm out.
Yeah, man, that's very true. So we have all these diseases that are coming out with terminal illness. It's crazy. With a life insurance policy, a lot of people don't know, but you have terminal illness rider.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to read the contract, and it depends on the contract, right?
Yeah.
But you can get, depends, maybe $250,000 that you can have access to it.
Yeah.
Keeping it 100, most venues do not have a location problem. They have an entertainment problem. The night feels slow, the music misses the crowd, the lighting feels flat, the promotion is weak, the room has no clear identity. That is where Sama Entertainment Consulting comes in. I'm Felix Sama. We help nightclubs, lounges, restaurants, and venues turn slow nights into signature nights. We study the room, we identify the right audience, we build stronger theme nights, we bring in the right DJs, live bands, hosts, and entertainment. We improve the sound, lighting, visuals, music, programming, marketing, promotion, and customer experience. Because a great night is not one thing, it's the right mix of energy, strategy, talent, production, and promotion. When the room feels alive, people stay longer, they spend more, they come back, and they bring their friends. Sama Entertainment Consulting gives your venue a real entertainment strategy, not guesswork. If your venue has slow nights, empty dance floors, weak themes, or no reason for people to return, let's fix it. Book a venue strategy call today. Sama Entertainment Consulting. Let's pack your place.
These are things that you need to prepare for, right? Because at the end of the day, your family could love you dearly, but when it's time to fend for yourself, not everybody can give you money. You know what I'm saying? And you got to find it somewhere. Otherwise, there's some bad things that are going to happen.
Yeah. And a lot of people, like I come from Colombia, right? Hispanics, we as young people, we are the retirement of our parents.
Yeah.
And life insurance to protect the ones that we love the most.
Yeah.
I got life insurance very young because I knew that I was gonna be my parents' retirement, right? So I said, well, if I pass away, my parents' retirement screwed up.
Yeah.
So let me get life
They
insurance.
got to fend for themselves.
So God forbid
Yeah.
I pass away, they have some money. They brought me to this country. They made so many sacrifices. Let me make sure, have that peace of mind that God for me. And the other thing is that you don't need, as a young person, you only need term. And that's all you need, term. And everybody only need term. So term is less than, as a young person, less than $50, and you can have $500,000 in coverage.
I think another question that people have is, how much life insurance should I get? You know, if I'm 40 years old and I'm a family of 4 and I'm making $150,000 a year, how does that quantify with the amount of money I should be getting? I mean, should be setting up for my life insurance term.
Yeah, so the rule of thumb is 10 times the money that you bring home for the living expenses. So for example, if you have, your living expenses are $8,000, you and your wife work
A month.
a month.
Yeah.
Let's say that, yeah, that's, in South Florida it's not that, but let's say for the sake of this example, you $8,000 a month, and then your wife make $4,000, you make $4,000. So if you make $4,000 for those living expenses, then you need to allocate at least $500,000 in coverage in life insurance.
Yeah, at least.
At least, minimum.
At least. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes
So that's, and also I have different ways to calculate that, right? We have a method in our company, in our business that we do. It's called Dime, and we allocate, depends on how much debt they have, or all these different things that people, responsibilities that they have.
Yeah.
We do that too.
Now, we talked a little bit about owning a business and having a partner and wanting to secure yourself in case something happens to your partner. So let's talk a little bit about that, and then let's also talk about employee insurance as well.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that got me into finance. I couldn't believe that I was gonna be able to get professional licenses, that I was gonna be able to have my own business, my own schedule, and I didn't have to go through the whole, I'm not against college, because if my kids wants to go to college, I have 2 kids.
I'm against it, but go ahead.
Yeah, but some people, you know,
It depends on what career move you're going to make.
Yeah, if you want to be an engineer, a lawyer, a doctor, yeah, for sure, go for it. But so yeah, I was very excited that I was gonna be able to get some professional licenses, professional training, learn about money. So that's one of the things that I help people do. I help people make more money, right? So And that is important because we cannot rely only in the 9-to-5 job, right?
No.
I love entrepreneurship. I love the idea. I always saw my dad, having his own business, and I love that idea. I was like, one day I'm gonna be able to do it, until somebody gave me the opportunity. Like, hey, you can get professional licenses, you can get trained, and it's only gonna cost you $124, and you can have all these licenses: life insurance license, investment license, mortgage license.
Calvin Harris, he's worth about 300 mil. David Guetta, 200 mil. We're talking rockstar DJ money. So how did they reach that level? Where do you start to get there? What transitions you from local gigs to global money? You earn it. You do the work, you sharpen the skill, you build the brand, you design a machine behind the bookings. Because work without direction is cardio, not progress. Comment the word DJ money, and I'm gonna send you my 10-step DJ starter blueprint.
There's so many businesses that you can start as an entrepreneur, right? You have digital real estate with a website, and you can sell things online. You can be an affiliate and sell other people's stuff online.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like there's just, it's endless.
No,
you know
with
what I mean?
AI?
And this is what we need to start thinking of. We need to start thinking of ways to automate our lives so that we have more assets coming in.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm a firm believer of AI. I love it. I use it all the time. And it's just like give you more freedom, right? To do other things. I love, in some of the groups that I go, they call me Elon Musk because I came out with this idea that I'm the Elon Musk of your finances.
Yeah.
And I love Elon Musk because he's brilliant, And then he says that AI should be used to give us freedom to do the things that we enjoy the most.
Absolutely.
AI will do the repetitive stuff for us, and then we can go and actually enjoy our kids, enjoy our family.
It can automate your business. You set it up the right way.
Exactly. And finance is one of those businesses that you can actually automate, but you always gonna want to talk to someone, right? So that's what I love. I'm very passionate about finances because at the same time that I use AI, I also love that human touch.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I love about helping people with their finances.
So let's finish up with the key man and the business insurance.
Yeah, let's do it. So key man. Okay, so with group insurance and key man insurance and buying and selling agreement, all these revolves around businesses. So business owners, pay attention because when you're a business owner, you don't have these benefits that corporate America, kind of offers. So for business owners, so key man insurance, you have an employee, that employee is your best guy, and God forbid he passes away prematurely. Yeah. What do? Well, now you have to go through the training process again, hiring, all that. Yes, that costs money and time.
And downtime that you have finding the right person to replace him.
You cannot afford that.
You could lose a ton of money there.
Exactly. But imagine if you have $200,000, $300,000 sitting there that you can allocate to do that. Yeah, then you find the person in the spot. You get, you get a good, hiring person, get a good person, and you can start paying them right away because you were smart enough to get a key man insurance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And the business will pay for itself, and then it's gonna be a write-off, and it's great. You know?
It's an easy transition.
Exactly. Now the other one is the buying and selling agreement. So the buying and selling agreement for business owners is when you have a partner, right? And then you write a policy for each other in case that, God forbid, you pass away prematurely. Then the spouse doesn't want to, take over, and then all the drama.
That could get ugly real fast, boy.
Exactly. But if you prepare,
I never liked him anyway. Now I'm gonna get you.
Exactly. So we don't want that. We don't want that. And so we get prepared.
Or it could be a man.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's back and forth. We're not.
Yeah. Not biased here.
Yeah. You get that in place. So in case that happens, then you have $200, $300, $1 million, depends on the business, right? Because if it's a big business and you need $2, $3, $5 million, you can do it too. Yeah. And it's very affordable. That's the thing with the industry, with the life insurance industry. They have done such a bad job, trying to make big chunks of commissions that the other people now they don't want to get life insurance. Nobody wants to get life insurance.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so difficult out there when it comes to life insurance. But what we want to do in this is educate people and tell them you don't have to break an arm and a leg to buy life insurance. It's not necessary. You don't have to. You can get term insurance that is very affordable. It's the most affordable term insurance way of protecting yourself and protecting your loved ones.
Feel the beat at the Ultimate Dance and Freestyle Experience. Friday, August 28th at the legendary Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Performing live dance and freestyle icons Shorty Watley, Samantha Fox, Expose, Trinier, DT, 69 Boys. Live. Susie Carr. Sapphire. Voice in Fashion. No Mercy. Turbo B of Snap. Janice Robinson. Noel. Tony Moran. Hosted by DJ Felix Sama. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. The Ultimate Dance and Freestyle Experience. Friday, August 28th at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood, Florida. For more information, go to dancenowamerica.com.
Yeah, and how long is there different year spans for the term insurance?
So there are 10-year terms, there are 20-year terms, there are 15-year terms, there are 20-year term, 25, 30, even 35-year terms.
What's the best one? If you're like a 40, 50-year-old, what's the best term to get?
Everything is tailored to the person's needs, right? And then now I read a book. It's called the seven things that the Jewish phenomenon, right? So the Jewish phenomenon, I recommend that book. It talks about how the author talks about how the Jewish people, being the minority in the world, they accumulate the most assets in the entire world. Why? Because one thing in that book says that they get life insurance and they never stop paying for life insurance, but they get term insurance because it's the most affordable one.
Yeah.
So when one person dies, the other generation, the kids, they in their trust says that they need to get a life insurance policy. With this money, they need to get a term life insurance policy.
So they can pass the baton. Yeah.
The third generation, nobody's poor.
Yeah.
Everybody's rich.
That makes sense.
Right now.
The Effortless Business, another book that you should get. That's my recommendation.
Okay.
It's a great read.
Yeah. Now, it depends on the needs of the person. You know, like if your financial independence number, you know, we create that, right? Where you have to create that, like your financial independence number. Okay, so if I'm self-insured, but this year, then I need this amount of years in term insurance. You know, that is kind of like the cookie cutter way to do it. But like I said, if you're someone that you're working on building legacies, then as many years as you can lock the same price for your term policy, the best.
Can you buy life insurance with crypto?
Can you buy life insurance with crypto? You know what? That is a great question. That is
I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah. That is a great question.
Because there's a lot of things that are accepting crypto right now.
Eventually, you will. I'm not an expert in crypto. I don't recommend people to go and buy crypto because it's too new, you know? So that's not one of my investment recommendations because for me, that's not investing.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in educating yourself.
I know that
the way the American dollar is going.
I know that crypto is going to stay. It's going to stay. Yeah. So eventually, you know, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm going to go on the limb and say that, you guys are going to be accepting crypto at some point.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
So let's talk about money cans. You know what I mean? And some of the money cans that a person should be saving, you know, and allocating in their lives. One, definitely for me, is education. I think that 10% should go in that money can. Is education.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of self-improvement.
Yeah.
Right. One of the reasons that you and I are talking right now is because we connected very well in the way that we
at a
want
speed,
life. A speed
business
networking event.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. So social events. You need to go to social events. You need to invest. My favorite events are the ones that I pay.
Yes.
I don't want the free stuff.
That's right.
I don't want the free stuff because when you pay attention.
I take online courses, self-improvement classes all the time. I'm a firm believer in educating yourself so that you can fast track your way to success.
I spend at least between $50,000 to $20,000 a year in coaching.
Yeah.
Coaching for my head, for my body, for my finances, for my everything.
Yeah, and you're not doing wrong by doing it, man.
Exactly.
That's very important.
I spend time with the priest. He's my spiritual coach. And then you need to, that's another of the cans that
your nonprofit, your tithe can
exactly.
should be 10%.
Yeah.
Or it's adjustable. You guys do it the way you see fit. You know what I mean? But these are just things that you need to start thinking about so that you can allocate your finances properly and you don't get stuck out there. An emergency comes into play, or you want to go on a trip and you don't have a savings for that. You know what I mean? These are just things that you should be aware of and put away for.
Yeah, and you can do it enjoyable, it can be fun. You can allocate some money for the fun stuff, but that that the money is going to that.
Yeah, my fun can is 10%, around 10%, and I use it up every month.
Exactly.
That's my rule, is I have to use it up by the end of the month.
Yeah, so that brings you back to the self-improvement. So because if you become better person and you invest in education, then you're gonna be able to make more money, and then you're gonna be able to spend more money in your fun can, right? That 10% becomes bigger and bigger because
And then the investment can would be your stocks, building a website, whatever is going to be an investment for your future.
Long-term long-term investments. When it comes to investments and savings, I recommend three types of accounts. The first one is your emergency fund, right? That's for, you broke something in your car, your house, then you don't have to swipe the credit card and get more into the hole, but you can have an emergency fund that you can pay with that. The second one is the midterm account. Right, that one is for if you want to buy a house, you start putting money away for that. If you want to buy a better car, a better thing, you put money there. And then the long term is the retirement account. There are many types of accounts in retirement that you can use to invest and have a better future. But also for business owners, it allows you to reduce your taxes, your tax bill. So you can start with a Roth IRA. Then, if you max out your Roth IRA, you can go into a SEP IRA. If you're then you go.
I think I got Vanguard as one of them.
Right. Yeah. So, and then it's different types of accounts that you can create for yourself for long term. That also is going to help you in the short term with taxes.
Yes.
Right. So
real estate helps you with taxes too, but you have to be at another level with that.
Yeah. But you have to have all your cans in order to jump into real estate or to individual stocks. Because if you don't have that in order, then that becomes a problem. That's one of the things that I tell people. If you're gonna go to stocks, but make sure that you know that money could be gone.
Now, when you take on a new client, do you help them set up their financial portfolio, or do you just strictly focus on their insurance policy?
No, I help them with their financial portfolio as well, with their investments. So I help them set up those three. That's my main goal when I sit down with a client. To make sure that they have those three accounts.
Yeah.
If they have those three accounts, we can move into the next level, right? Now, we can talk about preservation and participation in the market at the same time, protection, and all that stuff that is a little more sophisticated. But that depends on the client. But the majority of people, they need to focus on those three accounts: emergency fund, midterm, and long term.
Yeah,
right.
It's so important, man, because just allocating funds for that will save you out of a lot of things that can happen midterm, to yourself.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? And being out there and not having those emergency funds really can put a hurting on you.
No, and can mess up your fund too.
Yeah,
Because if you have,
you don't have to take out of your fund.
exactly. So if you have your emergency fund, you don't have to take out from your fund. You know.
Yeah. So I'm focused. You know, I got my life insurance, my life and annuities license back in 2020 when COVID hit. Right. I said, whoa. I ain't gonna be DJing for a while, so let me figure out what the next strategy is gonna be. So I decided to get my life license, and now I want to kickstart it back up again. So I want to build a team around me, and I appreciate you bringing me in, and these are some of the things that I'm going to be calling out for. So everybody out there that's looking for an extra stream of income, get with your boy DJ Sama. Follow the link. And we are building a team. And you don't have to live in South Florida, right? We could do it in New York, Texas,
all 50
California.
All 50 states. You can do it remote, flexible. I'm gonna be taking you under my wing to, and then, come on, we have the credibility of DJ Sama. Like, this guy knows.
Now give him some of the perks of becoming a life insurance agent. You don't have to go into the whole spiel of the different stages, but just give them kind of the tidbits.
Yeah, no. So we have 3 learning tracks. One is no time, kind of like what we're working on, right? Like, where you just send us people and you make additional income. You can make, depends on your network, but you can make, $1,000, $1,500 a month. It's a short path. You can work part-time. You work 5-10 hours a week. It's finance, so the commissions are good, are really good. So you can make between $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Again, depends on your network. Maybe you can make $5,000 a month
or more.
Or more. Now, full time, you work. Literally, we were with a regional vice president, and he works. He told us 20 hours a month, and then he makes about almost $200,000 a year. So full time, you work 15 hours or more a week, and then you can make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year. And then it's not only life insurance; it's investments too, and mortgages. We are a one-time stop shop where I call it a business in a box, right? Where you plug and play. We have all the tools, all the training, and all the support, and you're going to have me as your coach, showing you all the way.
Yeah, I think, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way of the world. A lot of people get programmed into that 40-hour work week, and they're like, oh, that's the only way I can make money. But I got news for you, it's not. There's another way where you probably won't even have to work as hard. You just have to educate yourself, learn the system. Once you learn the system, especially if you're a socialite, and you're a people person, those are the ones that do very well. You go out there, you network, before you know it, you're getting your own team in place. And now you're slacking off on the amount of hours that you're putting in. But you can make a lucrative salary doing this stuff.
Yeah, and it's not easy. But it's also not as hard as some people think. Look,
For some people, it will be easy because all they do is talk.
Exactly. Listen, I have a guy. He just came from Dominican Republic a month and a half ago, and almost 2 months ago he came. I was introduced to him by someone that I know, a lady that I know, and he got his life insurance license. He took his test in English. His English is very he doesn't know much English, and he took the test in English and he passed it in the first time.
Wow, it took me 2 times to pass.
Exactly. If someone like that can...
It was hard, bro. Yeah. Don't judge me.
But let's be honest, you didn't study the first one. You only studied the second one. So it's relatively easy to start your journey and just get educated, have licenses, make some additional income, and who knows, maybe you end up like me. Now I'm opening my own brokerage and making good income.
And at the end of the day too, you're doing good for the community. You know what I mean? It's also...
That's the most important part.
That's one of the things that you have to look at is that, here's a dad that was with a misconception, didn't want to get life insurance. You show them that was the route that he should be taking, and how he could save his family in case something happens to him. God forbid he passes away. Wifey's got $500,000 sitting in the bank, and now she doesn't have to worry about getting 3 jobs to take care of the family. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Or get, disheveled into another living environment where now they're, unfortunately have to live in the projects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It can get ugly real fast.
Real
in 2
fast.
seconds.
And I see it every day.
Yeah.
I see it every day because, I'm out there in the world networking and talking to business owners, and you hear, oh, this person passed away prematurely. Oh, this other person got this, cancer. This got this, and they don't have life insurance. I'm like, how, why? It's so, and I understand why, because the life insurance industry have done a very poor job, trying to push these products that life insurance is an investment and they're very expensive, and that's not the case. You can have a term policy, very affordable, less than $100 a month, with more than $300,000 in coverage. Depends on the case, it's case by case, but on average, right? So if you're paying $300 a month for less than $300,000 in coverage, you should evaluate your policy. And if you give me the honor to evaluate it for you, I will be very happy to help you.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a follower of Christ, I think one of the things that you need to do is make sure that you protect your family. The Bible says, be fruitful, multiply, and have dominion, right?
Yes.
So that right there is a
Wow.
rule in education and finances.
Whew.
That's what we need to do. We need to multiply and we need to have dominion. That's everyone is the keeper of their kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And more people think that way, we're going to be a lot better off in this world.
100%. I really appreciate you giving me this word of the Lord, because it's refreshing. Like sometimes, you go through the day, and then some people are a little negative and they don't want to listen to you. But that word that you just said, wow, like it really touched my heart, man.
It helps me, to be locked in spiritually. When I do what I do in my business, makes not only my day go by, but I feel like I'm doing it for the right reasons.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So I always, pray in the morning and start my day like that. And then I continue on throughout my day and try to give out as much love as possible.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes, that gives you. That's why we are like kind of like happy all the time. I mean, we're not happy all the time, but we kind of like.
You're happy all the time.
Grateful. We're grateful. All right.
Man, I want to thank you for taking some time out. Very grateful, giving us this useful information. I know there's a lot of people out there that need it. You know what I'm saying? So we're providing a service.
Yeah.
We're giving people valuable information where they can go back now and talk to their spouse, go online, get the information, and figure out what's going to be best for their family.
No, man, and I'm very honored to be in the DJ Sama podcast. This is incredible. Like,
no DJs or producers today. It's my man Jeisson giving you a little OG schooling on life.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
very excited for this partnership.
God bless you, man. And only big things happening, man. I appreciate you, brother.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Sama Podcast, you know what it is, worldwide. We love you.
The Felix Summer Podcast, dropping it right about now.
Hey, it's DJ Sama, and you gotta be there. Another legendary Fuera de Control Freestyle Friday party at Cafe 27 in Weston. I'll be rocking your favorite classics all night in the mix. It all goes down Friday, the biggest 80s and 90s high school reunion party.
So let your body rock.
At Cafe 27, where there's never a cover all night and free parking. Doors open at 8 p.m. Arranquen pa' allá. Cafe 27, 4690 US Highway 27 in Weston. We'll see you there. Dímelo, DJ Sama, and I want you to consider this your personal invite to the biggest concert of the summer. Friday, August 28th, we turn the Hard Rock Live into the ultimate dance and freestyle experience. This night is taking you straight back to the 80s and 90s, the memories, the music, the records you grew up with. Samantha Fox is performing live. Jody Watley is gracing the stage. Expose is taking you to the point of no return. 305 Zone Trenier giving you all you ever need. Tony Moran's bringing Arabian Night, and Sapphire with Don't Break My Heart. Come on. The 69 Boys will have everybody Tootsie rolling.
Just make that Tootsie roll.
And Snap is bringing the power. Voice and Fashion is going to take you back to the Rick's Bar days with Only in the Night. We also got Lime, No Mercy, Noel, Timmy T, Janice Robinson, and Susie Carr singing Fading Away, Dreaming, and all the freestyle classic you still know word for word. Mi gente, this is more than a concert. This is your high school memories all on one stage. Get your tickets now. It's going down Friday, August 28th at the Hard Rock Live. Don't miss the 80s and 90s ultimate dance and freestyle experience, y'all.